Greetings, brothers and sisters. I hope all is well. So, it's been something trending in the on social media this past week or so, give or take, about a certain podcaster that kind of like disrespected, well, flat out disrespected the Messiah, the Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, who people call Jesus, not a real name. The J was invented a few hundred years ago. It's not his real name. But Yahweh Shai, some people call him Yeshua. I think it's Yahweh Shai, correct Hebrew term. But he disrespected him. He said that what's standing in the black community's way is Jesus, basically. You dig what I'm saying? And he couldn't be further from the damn truth. And in this video, I won't have many precepts. I guess you can call this like a little rant, but a nice one. I'm being nice in this video. But yeah, he's way off with that. And you can tell like a lot of people don't know what the hell they're talking about. Here's three reasons. It got to be three reasons. Either he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, he's a pawn, or he's just rinsing and repeating something that somebody else has said. And you know the thing about this, nobody ever has anything to say about the atheists and what they believe in. Nobody has anything to say about Buddha or Muslims and what they believe in. It's only Yahweh Shai, the Most High and his only begotten Son, that kind of like riles up y'all demons, riles up his demons and people like him. You dig what I'm saying? I'm being nice. This video is respectful as possible. You know what I mean? But he ain't respect the Messiah though when he said that. You feel me? But I'm gonna keep it respectful, cause it really ain't no smoke. You dig? But he's wrong. But no, why? This should let you know what's true and what's not. Y'all always have something to say about Yahweh Shai, who was black, a black man, by the way. It ain't that little gay-looking white dude with blonde hair and blue eyes that, you know, your grandma, your great-grandma had on her damn wall. The little gay-looking pedophile dude, that's not him. We don't know him. The scriptures say he was black. But yeah, that's what lets you know this is the truth, because this is what everyone has a damn problem with. This is what all the unbelievers, at least, has problems with. They don't talk about all the other stuff. They don't. Why? Because those things aren't true. And I got love and respect for a lot of Muslims. You dig what I'm saying? But that should let you know what's true and what's not. And he's speaking about ancestral worship, trying to get us to worship our ancestors, who was just humans like us. I mean, we had prophets throughout our people that had special powers from the Most High and things of that nature. But who y'all telling us to worship, you know what I'm saying? You know, all the deities that start with an O and other deities and stuff like that. That we're not African. That's their stuff. You dig what I'm saying? And they don't have a God. So they had no choice but to worship demons that are portraying themselves as their ancestors. The same thing he's trying to influence people to do. Our people. Our ancestors were people like us. They're not worthy. Listen, they're worthy of honor, reverence, you know, like Moses, like King David, Isaiah, Daniel, Paul. They're worthy of honor and reverence. They're not worthy of being praised like they're a damn God. They're not the Most High. And I'm talking about our ancestors. All the little entities that start with an O and all that. No, we ain't talking about that. And let me tell you why that stuff is evil. You dig me? Oshun and all that. Yeah, all that. And hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft, magic, sorcery, whatever you want to call it. It all falls under the umbrella of witchcraft. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's not witchcraft. That's not hoodoo. That's voodoo. Whatever you want to call it. It all falls under the umbrella of witchcraft. Ancestral worship. Whatever you want to call it. horoscopes, whatever you want to call it, whatever. Spell casting, curses, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm going to tell you like this. Don't y'all know that this how you know that stuff is evil. So let me ask a quick question, real quick. The entertainment industry, as we all know, is 2025, October, right? Heading into November. We almost in 2026. So we're all supposed to know that entertainment industry is wicked, right? By now. Everybody is supposed to know by now, right? We all agree to that, right? Cool. If that industry is wicked, why do they condone all of their artists and, their actors and producers and things of that nature to do witchcraft, to practice ancestral worship? Damn near all of them do it. If that industry is wicked, why would they condone that if that is what is going to deliver our people and take us to higher levels, bring us back to where we're supposed to be, kings and fucking queens? Why do they condone it? Why do they support it? Why do that wicked ass industry support it if it's for our people? Because it's not. It's fucking wicked. That's why they let their artists and shit be that. Because it's wicked. Light can't dwell with darkness. You don't need a precept or a scripture to know and understand that. I know you done heard the precept before. Light cannot dwell with darkness. Birds of a feather flock together. That damn wicked industry is wicked. What the hell do they look like making some big time star that's an actual Hebrew Israelite that speaks against the same damn industry, that puts the Most High and His only begotten Son first, that keeps the high holy days, the law, statutes, and commandments? What the hell does those wicked ass fake Jews look like doing that? What they look like doing that? That's why they don't. Instead, they tell you worship Oshun. They tell you be a Muslim. And like I said, I got love and respect for a lot of Muslims. They tell you, shit, don't believe in nothing. Believe in horoscopes. Do ancestral worship. They condone evil because they're evil. Simple as that. I'm making sense. And you know I am. For those that are still trying to play stupid. Destruction be to your punk ass for playing dumb like I ain't making sense right now. Why the hell would that wicked ass industry tell us, our people who they hate, how to get back on top? They ain't gonna, man, if they wanted to tell us how to get back on top, they would promote the scriptures, the Bibles, the law, statutes, and the law, statutes, and commandments, the high holy days, fasting, praying, reading the scriptures, studying the scriptures, loving your brothers and sisters, your people. They don't do that. It's violence, it's drugs, it's gangs, it's whoredom, it's bitch, hoe, nigga. Worship your ancestors. That's what it is. It's toxicity. That's what it is. That's what they promote. Wickedness. Use your brain out here, bro. Don't let that boy get y'all rocked to sleep out here. Deontay Kyle. Don't let that boy get y'all rocked to sleep out here, man. Destroyed by the highest power there is, the Most High. Use your brain, bro. And you know the thing about it? People want to be able to do whatever the hell they want to do. The scriptures, the Bible has 613 precepts, over 600 precepts. I mean, laws, statutes, and commandments. They don't want to follow all that. They don't want to be the best person that they could be. Have the cleanest spirit that they possibly can have by following those laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. They don't want to do that. They want to be Ephi, hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft, Santeria, and others, atheists. They want to do all that so they can be able to do whatever the hell they want to do. In life, there's rules and regulations. The scriptures are the rules and regulations of life, period. They're our laws, our promises, because we got cursed with the curses. So that, the kingdom is ours. We will rule again. You did. Because we're the ones going through the curses. But people want to be able to do whatever the hell they want to do. That's why they taking those other routes. They telling y'all to do some Aleister Crowley type stuff. Do as thou wilt. You dig what I'm saying? And another thing I want to bring out is all this talk, and I brought this out on another video. All this talk about, they used the scriptures in slavery. Don't y'all know it was black slave masters too that owned white slaves? And I'm not taking away from the fact that our people got it the most. You feel me? I'm not taking away from that whatsoever. Don't you know it was white slave masters that owned white slaves? Okay, now that we done got that out the way. It was used to control us, right? Y'all talking about 10 damn scriptures in this book that has over 40,000 scriptures. 5 to 10 scriptures y'all talking about controlled everybody. Be obedient to your master, stuff like that. What about the other damn 40,000 precepts? What was they used to do? Y'all talking about 10 damn scriptures out of over 40,000 between the Old Testament, New Testament, and Apocrypha and lost books that we don't know about. Ten out of over 40,000. Make it make sense. You can't just single out those 10 and forget about the other 40,000. What about those? What were they used for? And another thing, if slavery started a little bit over 400 years ago, 1619 or whatever the case may be, right? And these scriptures have been out for thousands of years. That's proven. Look it up, do your research. If these things were just made to control us in slavery, which only took place, started 400 years ago, the slavery y'all are talking about. What were these scriptures? Because they came out before this past slavery. What were these scriptures used for before that? Because these scriptures came out before slavery. The slavery that y'all talking about. What were they used for before that? Let's hear it. You don't hear shit but crickets. You don't hear nothing. Oh, that was used to control our people. But it was made thousands of years ago. Slavery started 400 years ago. What were they used for before the 400 years when they existed? Alright then. Shut up. You don't know. You just talking. You rinsing and repeating something somebody else said. You don't know what you're talking about. And I said it wasn't going to be a lot of precepts in this video, man. It ain't going to be none today. It's just a good old plain, old-fashioned rant. You dig me? Last thing I want to bring out is the Adam and Eve situation. When Eve went off away from Adam, who swooped in? The serpent, the devil, Satan, whatever you want to call him. He swooped in, right? And took Eve's mind away from Adam. You dig what I'm saying? Took her mind off of Adam to where she now bowed down to the beast or Satan or whatever the case may be, the serpent. Because she went away from her man, her husband, which is her covering and protection, not just physically, spiritually. So when a lot of women heard this, they agreed with it. And of course, a lot of them are ancestor worshipers that are not even our ancestors, by the way. Just demons faking like that, just familiar spirits, You dig what I'm saying? And even if they were not familiar spirits, they're African deities. We're not African. We're Israelite. Africans are Hamites. We're Shemites. We're Shemites. We're not Hamites. They come from the lineage and bloodline of Ham. We're two different nations of people. You dig what I'm saying? They did their thing. That's their thing. They did that. We don't do that. You dig? But what was I about to say? You got away from your covering, and you hear people like Deontay Kyle say stuff like that, which is working as a serpent, whether he knows it or not. And he says stuff like that, and he gets women to start thinking, you know what? He's right. Just like Eve did, you shall be God. You shall be gods. That ain't what the Most High said. That ain't what your husband Adam said. Imagine hearing from the Most High, but then disobeying and choosing the devil's side. The Most High, you hear his voice. How many of us have heard actual talked with the Most High face to face? There's some people in the world that have. There's some people that are no longer with us that have, like the prophets, but not many. Eve heard the voice of the Most High, still went and did the wrong damn thing. When she went away from her covering, her protection, Satan swooped in and influenced her. And that's how easily the women are influenced nowadays. And I say this to say that all the women should be careful out there what you listen to. It's a lot of antichrist out here. He's one of them. I pray that the brother repents. You dig what I'm saying? He's acting as an antichrist. As the scriptures say, there will be plenty in these days. Plenty. And I say all this to say, keep your head on a swivel. Stay vigilant. Be cognizant, man. Be aware of what you're taking into your ears, your eyes, your mouth. As we have dietary laws as well that you have to follow. Be careful what you listen to, what you watch, what you eat, where you go, who you're around. Because if you're actually chosen and you do actually strive for the Most High, you know this world don't love us. It hates us. And we hate it. And we hate Satan, who hates us also. But he's just doing his job. So you make sure you do yours at all times to the best of your ability. What's your job? To keep the law, statutes, and commandments, to be a burden, a fucking headache to Satan as much as you can. None of us are going to be perfect. But to the best of your ability, you do what the fuck you got to do. Simple as that. Now I'm hoping that you continue to strengthen your faith in the Most High, your love for the Most High, and your fear of the Most High. Shalom, blessings. Make sure you keep the Most High first. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All praises be to him. You know it. That's why we're over here in this captivity in the first place. From doing things like that. We're not ruling as we were before as kings and queens, doing our own thing. You know what I'm saying? Having our own kingdoms and things of that nature because of ancestor worship, which is idolatry. Because of, things like sacrificing children. Yeah, all that stuff. I can go on and on. The same thing this dude is telling y'all to do, which is ancestor worship. It's the same thing that got us in this captivity. You wonder why these people hate us so much. Why black people got to have it so hard. That's why. If you read to fucking understand, you will understand that the curses, we're going through them. The book is our history. So that means that the promises are ours as well. As it says that we will rule again. If you understand the scriptures, you will understand that this place is crumbling down, this society. Once it falls, we rise. Use your brain out here, bro. That's all I'm saying. Use your brain. The Most High gave you a brain for a reason. When the hell you gonna start using it? Peace.